guys. Just wanted to come out here and say, make sure you hit up Underdog Wireline, man. These guys really know what they're doing. They got it going. I've worked with them personally on the field. I know you've heard me say it 100 times, but it's the truth. So look, they offer emergency shower trailers. They offer lay-down machines. They offer cool-down trailers. They even offer wireline, slick line, braided line, whatever you need. They probably got whatever line that you want, bro. So hit these guys up. Give them a call at this number, and support them like they support us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys here with some more exciting news. So we got a little partnership going with Colin McClellan, also known as Frack Slap. You guys know him from the podcast, and of course, the people from the industry know him as the Roughneck from West Texas, doing big things, right? So he's got a new app coming out. It's called the Collide app. It's a community-based app for oil and gas industry. It's a public forum, basically, where you can go join in conversations with other people that are like-minded or have like jobs in the oil business or different jobs, right? It also has a YouTube like platform where you can search videos and learn about anything in the oil field. It features AI. You can also ask direct questions to and get a direct answer really quick. Man, and if you're looking for a job, Collide Jobs is there to help, man. This is an all-inclusive app, fantastic for the oil and gas industry. I hope you guys can join the Patch Boys there. Thank you. Hey, what's up, everybody? Patch Boys is back.
What's up?
We're back at it for another week. Man, before we get really kicked off, I want to go ahead and give a little extra love to our sponsors, man. Underdog, Best, and Collide. Like, man, you guys are helping us get where we want to get and helping us do this every week in, week out. So we just want to say an extra thank you to you guys for what y'all do for us.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's been a nice little thing we got going on with everybody, you know.
Yeah,
so
man.
It's been working out.
And let's make something very clear. Patch Boys was number one on the Drake Vleem train. Let me let everybody know. Patch Boys was number one. I got to give my flowers to Rick. Like, he's got his ear to the fucking ground. Yeah. He hears those buffalo coming, and your boy's waiting with a spear to take them down. You know what I'm saying? So I just, before all the news outlets, before any of the other podcasts, before anything, Patch Boys is bringing you the content you want. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate everybody listening, and we're going to continue to bring you solid stuff, man. We got more people coming up. And we hope that you guys, keep supporting us. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I mean, no lie though. I mean, it was a great little gym. We got a little surprise that Monday morning, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna get caught with our pants down again.
Yeah, that's correct.
We're gonna put this shit straight out. Yeah. Within, and it's gonna be top secret shit, because we honestly think about it, man. CBS News was none of them fucking guys that even cut on either. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Local podcasts and none of that till we put it out, and I think that's what happened. So, but I mean, whatever, man. It's a competition, I guess you could say, and we kind of learn from our mistakes and move from there. You know,
man. It's a fun little game we get to start playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were on the sideline a little bit, but we're fully in now, so
yeah.
It's gonna be a good time, man. But we want to thank Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy, no ifs, ands, or buts, or delays, or none of that shit. Like, Drake was ready to come in, man.
Oh yeah,
and that's a bad motherfucker right there, and a very good person. Like, people were getting it twisted, and even we saw a few negative comments, and like, after you listen to the episode with Drake, I don't really understand how you can, really shit on his person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he addressed a few of the things on our episode that maybe he was, getting some flack about or whatever. But for anybody to say that cat does not deserve what he got after the sacrifices that he made, especially some of the sacrifices that nobody knew about, which he told you guys about in the our episode with him. Now there's no way you can be like, oh, the guy didn't deserve it. Like, he fucking worked for it, man. And everybody in Midland knows, whatever you work for, you deserve.
Yeah.
In Midland especially, because we work for everything that we get in this motherfucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were like questioning his character and all this shit. Like, man, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
The guy, everybody wants to act like everybody has to be fucking perfect. What do you want him to do? What the fuck did you want him to do different in the fucking game? He survived the best way he knew how.
Yeah.
And it was a survival challenge. What the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? What are we bitching about? Like,
yeah,
whoever's bitching about that or whatever, we're gonna have those internet warriors out there who are gonna cry about it and whatever. He didn't deserve the money, this, that, and the other. Fuck you, man. Like, straight up.
And no lie, I mean, like the guy is humble, man. I mean, it was really cool, man. I mean, that whole community though, like the whole like Outlast, dude, it was on fire. I mean, I still getting likes on the shit. Like I'm like, every time I go look, I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? And people with the comment, but you know, one thing I noticed is that he is starting to like I guess reply to a lot of people. I mean, he gets back to everybody. It feels like he's very
active.
and I think he's also doing like a lot of like oil and gas content too. So you know, and I just messaged him a minute ago. I was like, dude, do you have an X count? I was like, because that's where it's really at too, right there. Especially if you're doing oil and gas. Like, I mean, everybody's huge on there. You know, you talk to Andy and all them guys, and they all got a Colin. You know, they got huge things going, bro. So you know, I think it was good. Also, that type of a episode was great just because it was so new, and also like it was good also for the sponsors. I mean, they got their, you know, they were able to be right there with those episodes because a lot of people from everywhere. I mean, we had people from Canada listening. All fucking Norway and shit. You know what I mean? Like
crazy shit.
Man. It was crazy, man. I was like, damn. I was looking at all the stuff. I was like, damn, these guys are just really getting after it, man. So you know, it was good though, man.
Yeah, Drake supports everything oil and gas, you know what I mean, and he's making it very clear. He said the interview, I don't know if it came out yet or not. I don't watch the fucking news, right? Yeah. But he said the interview that he did with CBS 7, I guess, was at the Oilfield Museum, and so he put it on live, and you know, come visit the museum and whatever, and that's just great, man. He's gonna be amazing for this community, straight up. So anything that we can do to support him helps this community, and same thing for you guys. Support that guy. He really does love Midland. Like you can see it. He's a straight oilfield cat. You know what I'm saying? He just happened to get on a show. You know what I mean? And which is badass. It's badass. So yeah, man, support that guy as much as you can. I know we do, and yeah, we wish him all the best and all success.
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, this last week was kind of a ride, man. It was putting out stuff and trying to do everything I can. I even still have one in the chamber. I'm probably gonna put out later. I didn't want to overwhelm the guy every day. He's like, damn, another one. You know what I mean? But I had to make one of him and Drew. You know, with the win. I was like, dude, I had to do that. You know, what I mean, I think people like to see like the visuals of it, right? I mean, yeah, we have the video, and I will agree it's not the best, but it's a visual for y'all. But I do think the reels are what really put it all out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what's good about it.
And it's so crazy, right? Because what the relationship that Drew and Drake had, it kind of embodies what we're living here in Texas, man. Because they're completely different people. Yeah. Like, you see them, they're completely different people, but immediately when they knew they were from Texas, regardless of whatever Drew does, you know, he's in the party scene over here, and you got Drake over here in the oil and gas scene, which is, you know, it's opposite. It's just opposite. Man, it was badass to see that come together. Yeah. Because no matter what, we're Texans, and like immediately they were drawn to each other just because they were from Texas. Right?
No lie.
It's powerful to see, right? So I like that part.
I worked with a guy in I think it was in North Dakota. I was a company man, and we were just talking. You know, I was on a job, and then dude, as soon as he found out we were both from Texas, it was like a whole nother fucking ball game.
Fuck
like, where are you from? You know what I mean? And we weren't even nowhere close. He's like from East Texas. I'm from West Texas. But it was just like, you're from Texas? Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, when you going back? He's like, hopefully soon. I was like, I go back next week, so I get
fucking, and Texas is so vast that we, like, even here, we've managed to, you know, build rivalries against each other in Texas, right? Yeah. Because it's just so vast, and we're so different from top to bottom, right? The Panhandle. It's funny because I see that episode with that guy who's like, wow, you know, the carcinogenic coast and the oilfield West Texas. And then he starts naming all the big, you know, chunks of land in Texas where, you know, East Texas, South Texas, West Texas, and the Panhandle and all that shit. And it's crazy because we don't sit and think about how vast Texas is and how different it is depending on which region you're at. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Texas is huge, bro. I mean, and we got like this bond. It's like we all got the same culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
yeah, for sure.
So it means a lot, and that's why I'm like, man, you know, whenever you meet somebody, it's like, damn, you know. And it's crazy because Texas is huge, bro. Like you just said, Texas is huge. You know, when are you referring to that fucking movie Barry? when that old man's sitting in that restaurant, he's like,
yes,
we got the guys in Austin a little light in their toes or some shit like that. Yeah, I love that scene, bro.
It's so hilarious, man.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's still love for Texas, but he's like, telling the truth of the regions of, how we as Texans know Texas.
Yeah.
It's fucking badass though, man. But
that's the best thing, because that dude describes Texas to the T. Like, but best description is very good, dude. To where like a Texan can literally understand, or anybody. Like, and you hear him, you're like, yeah, that dude is kind of right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he is. It's funny, dude. Man.
What is he says? Dallas is I can't remember, man. It's all, I gotta check it out again.
It's like a Hollywood or some shit like that. It's like
flashy people and shit. People funny. With the money and shit like that.
And it's funny because like whenever we first talked to Aquila and he was telling us that Fort Worth is becoming the next Hollywood. It's gonna be the next Hollywood because that's where they're moving all the huge studios and shit like that. I mean, it's funny. It makes sense, and they're building Universal Studios over there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
and it already started construction.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's crazy shit, but Texas is a standalone. We're one and only. Like there's nothing like Texas. So I think that's why people too, like other people move down here. I think that's why we're so protective of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not that we don't want we don't want people here. We just want you to come here and run with what we have going. Yeah. Don't fucking come over here. Don't California my Texas.
Nah, hell no. That's how I look at it.
We don't do that shit. So many people talk about it, but yeah, I thought that bond between the two Texas guys with completely different lives.
Fuck yeah.
Completely different lives. Like they had that bond. You know what I'm saying? And it's badass.
It is badass.
Drew's been putting out a lot of shit. I've been watching his shit too, and it's fucking funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's really I mean that they just put out interesting stuff. Like we're following him. I know you follow him.
Yeah,
I saw you're on there too. So the account's following him, and I was like, dude. But he's just they that whole group they're real still close though. You know what I mean? That's what's pretty wild about it, man. So
I mean, his survival is you have to deal with like they're shitting 100 yards from each other every day.
Yeah.
Like the women, like they have their feminine stuff going on or whatever in the group every day. Like you're fucking feeding each other. You're keeping each other warm. Like it's a different bond that I'm sure that you get. I'm sure people get fucking annoyed and people are like, we saw it on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, Drake made it really clear like that whole group was tight. No matter what happened on the show or whatever the fuck was seen or perceived or whatever, they were tight. He made it clear, with Sammy and everything. Like he made it clear everybody was tight in that group.
I mean, I listened to the episode just I always do anyways, especially with the reels. Like it gives me, especially when we interview somebody or have somebody on, it gives me a good idea on how to I guess pick the right spots. Because there's some times where we go on an interview and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a good one to use, and then I start listening. And I find something else, I'm like, oh, that's way better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, just I was listening to it. I was like, you could tell that we were just like fans, dude. Like, everything we were asking was like questions just for the show.
Just for the show. Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like a lot of people would relate to it because it's like stuff that they would want to know, right? Like, hey, what's going on? And I'm glad we had just got fresh off of that show. Like,
for sure, bro.
Fresh, dude.
For sure.
So, and I was like, hell yeah, man.
Well, I mean, Tuesday was when the finale happened and we did it, Thursday?
Yeah.
So it was like quick.
Yeah,
quick.
Hell yeah. I do. Thinking about it right now, I did see a comment of this guy. He followed us because of that. Like he followed us because of the show or that episode. And then like a next day, I saw that he had wrote. It was about that reel talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, "You guys are biased, sir." And he goes, "That's an unfollow." And I was like, "Fuck
you too." I unfollow you too, bitch.
But I thought that shit was so funny, dude. I was just sitting there and I'm looking at all these shit coming in, and I just see this guy out of nowhere. Like,
it's funny. The funny thing is that people think that opinions are being biased.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I being biased? If you're talking football, if you're talking Raiders and Chiefs, 100% I'm biased. Yeah. Check the leg tag, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
But if you're talking just like we're just talking about Taylor Swift and who she is as a person.
Yeah.
Like my opinion, my wife has a different opinion than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In my household, she loves Taylor Swift and I hate that bitch. And we have our opinions about what it is. So it's kind of stupid to be a person, to be someone pissed off about an opinion. Like if I'm pissed off about you having an opinion about whatever, if we're talking about the Cowboys or somebody on the Cowboys, if I hate Micah Parsons, but you think he's fucking great, that's kind of stupid for me to be like, fuck you because you think he's great.
Oh yeah,
that's stupid. Yeah, and think about what you're saying, homeboy, whoever you are.
Yeah, and the way I looked at it too was like, look, dude, like, you know, I want people to know, like, we do say we're unbiased. What we mean by that is like, hey, look, like, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, when we bring on people on our platform, of course, it's going to be people we pick and choose from that we like.
100%.
So I want to make that clear too. Like, yes, we're unbiased. We support anybody's right to say whatever they want. But when it comes down to like, hey, who you want on this show? Well, you know, fuck that guy. Maybe this guy. I like this guy a little better. You know, that's just how we're going to be.
To say it easier, maybe unbiased is the wrong word. Mm-hmm. Maybe unbiased is the wrong word. To say it easier is that we're not judgmental. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I judge like people in the fucking celebrity atmosphere and all that shit.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. I'm not fucking judging them as a person because I don't know them as a person. So like when we have people on here, you got to understand that the people that are on here is because we want them on here.
Yeah.
If you want to call that biased, fine. It doesn't fucking bother me at all. Mm-hmm. What we're saying is that if that person has a view and they want to talk about it, I'm not going to shit on their view or their opinion or anything. They could say what they want to say. And even if I disagree, I'm not going to sit here and badmouth them or, you know, argue with them the entire fucking episode. It doesn't make any fucking sense for me to do that. So the people that are on here, the people that are telling their stories or giving us, you know, like Drake giving us little tidbits about the show or anything like that, whether I agree or disagree with what he's saying, I'm going to let him speak. I'm going to let him say what he wants to say. Yeah. And I'm not going to, you know, be pissed off about it or whine about it or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, when it comes to certain things, if, like I said, maybe unbiased is the wrong word, because if we're talking about specific things, like for instance, football, I'm biased towards the Raiders for sure. If you're talking about politics, I'm biased towards Republicans right now because it's an election year, right? So, and I'm sure whoever the fuck that guy was would say the same thing. Like, you guys are talking about, no, it's because we're talking about what we believe, our opinions, what we're seeing. If you don't agree with it, it's cool. And by the way, I appreciate that comment. I like it. I don't dislike the negative comments. I'm gonna fucking answer them, and I like answering them. So I'm glad you brought it up because I hadn't seen it. I don't know if unbiased or biased is the right way to say how we are, but we are 100% for free speech. We're 100% for you to have your own opinion and your own voice, and 100% I feel, Ricky feels, that you should vote for who you feel you should vote for. If it's a political thing, you should follow who you think you should follow. If it's a fucking social media thing, and if the guy unfollowed us, then fucking fantastic, you know.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I just thought it was funny, dude. I was like, this motherfucker, you know. And sometimes I'm like, you know, I don't know, I don't deal good with that shit. Like, I see it and then I know it's like that's like our account, so it's like I look at it and I'm like, I don't want to fucking come after this guy. I feel like creating a fuck.
We're not gonna come after you,
but not this guy, but like other people, right? Like, you're like, man, I don't know, I want to talk shit to this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, fuck you, you know, but not like in a mean way, but kind of catch you, like come back at him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But
definitely not. If you're coming and you're talking about Taylor Swift, for instance, because that was the one what he commented on. If you're coming and you're talking about Taylor Swift, who gives a fuck? I'm not gonna sit here and like get a fucking ulcer over Taylor Swift. Okay, let me just say that right off the fucking bat. You know what I'm saying? This is just a fun platform. We're having fun. We're talking shit, and I love the negative fucking comments because I love talking shit. Anybody who knows me and anybody who likes being around me, and it might not be that many fucking people, they know that I love talking shit. So as soon as you start and you feed into it, I kind of get a little giddy, and you know, and it's a good time. You know what I mean? It's a good time. It doesn't bother me. I think this world takes itself too fucking seriously a lot of the time. You know, some things are very serious and you speak directly and you don't fucking speak to anybody else's. When it comes to religion, when it comes to family, when it comes to kids, when it comes to stuff like that, you know, I don't speak directly or shit on anybody else's views because that's what they believe and that's their right.
Yeah.
That's their right. When it comes to pop culture, vete a la verga. I can say whatever I want, you know? Fuck you, fuck Sean O'Malley, fuck it. Nah, I'm pissed off at Sean O'Malley, by the way.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker lost me some money, man. Fuck.
Hey, Courtney said that. She was like, did you see Jesus in that last main fight? I said, I did. She's like, he was fucking quiet. Like,
yeah, that shit pissed me off, man.
And she's like, everybody was joking, and you look at it, he was just fucking.
I was so mad, bro. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And the worst part about it is, and sorry we went completely off, but whatever. And the worst part is that Sean is now like coming out and like, I didn't lose. I won fucking round 1, round
He got his
3, and round 5. I was like, bro, you got the shit kicked out of you from fucking bell 1.
Yeah.
Bell 1 to the final fucking bell. You were getting the shit kicked out of you. I don't give a fuck what you said. That motherfucker was kissing you. He made you he gave you the ditty, bitch, and you took it. And it is what it is. And I'm only saying this. I don't hate Sean O'Malley. Like I like him as a fighter, but I'm only saying this because why would you go on fucking social media and act like you won? You didn't, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You are definitely watching that fight through your fucking eyes. That's 100 because and I wanted you to win. I was rooting for you. I thought you were gonna win. I put money on you, motherfucker. And I'm telling you right now, you lost every second of that fucking fight.
You were having a good night too.
I was, man. We were rolling.
On top of the world, baby. And then
I still had a good night. You know that it was for that split second. You know, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And then once it was over, and we fucking kicked it till like 4:00 in the fucking morning.
Fuck, dude.
Which was a good time. You know, we used to do that shit all the time.
Yeah, dude. I haven't, man.
We haven't done that shit in a while. Even Joe.
Yeah, and you woke me up. Like this dude called me the next morning, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I woke up and I was like, "Oh man, the Cowboy game started. I had to go straight and watch the game at my mom's house."
And that's why I called you guys because I was like, "Man, I bet you these motherfuckers are out still." And I called Joe. Joe did get up, and Joe got up, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm fucked." And I was like, "The Cowboys are playing." He's like, "I don't give a fuck about nothing right now." You know? Dude, and not to put my boy Joe's business out there or whatever, but we had a good time. We had a good night. We had a fucking 65 quart chest full of fucking beer and bottles and shit. By the end of the night, that shit had like 4 beers in it floating around in that bitch.
Dude, I didn't even remember falling. Courtney said I did a tap dance. Yeah, and I fucking fell.
Man, I think you were doing that Irish fucking tap dance or whatever the fuck you were doing that.
And I didn't even remember until she told me the next day. Like 2 days later, I was like, fuck, I do remember falling back. And
man, it was hilarious. I think Joe fell asleep like 2 times randomly.
He did, huh? Yeah.
And I was like, man, I felt pretty fucking good, and I drank a lot. I was just pounding beers, but I didn't drink any liquor or anything, so that helped me out. But I was fucking, as soon as Courtney said something, she was like, yeah, it's fucking late. I looked at my shit like, fuck, it's 3:30.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we realized it's 3:30, and we're all like, damn, it's late. We got right back into the fucking conversation and started talking about something else and kept drinking, and everybody finally, you know, we all fucking went to bed like at 4 something.
Dude, it was late.
Yeah, Joe still, you know, Melly still had to drive back and everything. I can imagine Joe probably went to sleep like 5. But it was a good fucking time, man.
And you know what? I don't drink like that either. And I was like, not that late, right?
Yeah,
it's been a long time, bro. But I was running and gun. I was like, you know, I think I was. I don't even fucking know.
No, you were really good up until like fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Up until like 2 a.m. Me and you were just drinking beer, fucking killing beer.
Yeah.
And you know, having a good time. We'd go in, snack on a little something, come back out, and like fucking. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people there with us.
Dude,
watch the Canelo fight.
Yeah, you throw good parties though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
I love socializing, man. Yeah. I love it. I love, you know, having my fucking friends over, especially at the house, because it's safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of the times when you go out and shit, the anxiety keeps you from really having a really good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it's at the house, like, it's badass because just let the kids, fucking have fun, jump, run, do whatever the fuck they want, and we get to everything safe. You know what I'm saying? You're with nothing but friends and family. So I like that feeling. So I like to be at the house. And,
it was a good party, man. I was excited about it. I've been waiting for it. I kind of quit on my last job just because of that weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was gonna start somewhere else, but I was just like, I got to get that noche night, baby. And it was a lot of fun, dude. I don't know, it was a good time, man.
So how's the transition going now that it's always difficult to have something that you've been in a place for so long, and you shift over or whatever. For me, I'd never haven't gone to another company, but within the company, I'm constantly being fucking maneuvered, and now these are your employees and those are your employees and these guys, and I know people at this point now. I know most of the organization, but a lot of them, it's hard to become somebody's manager. Yeah, like when they've had somebody else for so long.
For sure, and I mean, and when you say about it, though, it is like you're going to a new job. When you for you at least, because I mean, you are going to a new facility, new management, new people. It is a little. I bet it could be a little nerve-wracking.
For sure, so I can imagine.
Honestly, for me, it was actually really the best transition ever, because everybody that works there, besides like 2 people I fucking know already.
You already know,
and I was just working with them like a week ago.
Yeah,
so it was like, it wasn't nothing bad. I mean, honestly, that day I showed up Monday. Met my guys there, and then they put me in a little HR meeting. Boom, I got it done, and then after that, I was on the road at fucking 12 to Shamrock. Did a job on on Wheeler, and then I came back the next day, and then I did a job for down the road too. So I mean, I finished up one yesterday. So nice. I mean, honestly, man, it's just like what I usually do. The paperwork's a little different, but I mean, I'm just doing what I do, and I'm just doing it with another name. And the only difference is now is I got my man Will pimped me out with some Ariat, so I got all fucking done up.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
It's cool, man. I mean, it's actually it's all good. It was hard to leave because I'm such a good friend of my man Ozzy, man. I know he's listening right now because he listens every Monday morning.
For sure, man. Shout out to him.
And Ozzy's a good guy, and Robert and Chino and all these guys, and Carlos, but it was just one of those things, man. But I still talk to them.
It's a business decision.
Yeah, and I mean, I know my man. He'll text me all the time. Fuck you, know what I mean? Just fuck around. But one thing me and Ozzy did do was on Wednesday, my last day. I finished up, and then Ozzy stayed in town. I thought he was lying, but he was here, and that's whenever we did the interview the next day. And I was a little hungover. Well, me and that dude started drinking, bro. We went fucking.
Fuck yeah,
we went to some place called Cito or something. It's right there across from Chick-fil-A on Faudrey, and we drank there. That dude killed like 4 fucking.
A lot of people been talking about that place.
I mean, there wasn't like a lot of people eating there, but like the drinks were like they had the smoky ones like that, like.
And the only reason I know is because Faudrey. They immediately say right out Faudrey.
Yeah, I mean they have like I've heard they have nice drinks. They was kind of slow when we went. It was early, and then I drank some beers, and he drank 4 of those. That sucker was walking out sideways, baby. Like remember that guy from school, the one that used to walk like that?
Yeah.
He was walking like that. We went to walk-ons, and I got him like 2 beers there, and then he was like, I said, "You gotta eat, dude. You look done." You know what I mean? He's like, order for me. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I your dad or what? So I got him a shrimp po' boy, and I gave him that. And then, I got the lady to take a photo of us. So the next morning, he texted me. He's like, "How are you feeling?" I was like, "Not too good, all right, I guess." And he's like, "I'm good." And I sent him that photo. He's like, "I don't even fucking remember." It was the funniest shit, dude. But man, me and Ozzy got fucking trash. It was a good time, bro. But it was fun,
Yeah, man. Yeah, so, he'll have to, when we do have our 100th blowout, you know what I'm saying? He'll have to, hopefully come down or whatever. He's one of the big time, fans and followers.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And so we appreciate him.
One of many, honestly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, honestly, I work with him and I will talk to him, and every fucking, the dude helps me out with ads. I fuck up with an ad.
Yeah.
Hey, fix it up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, something wrong with it, bro. And I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? But he's a good dude, man. And I've been trying to get him on because he's a crazy character. He's a real funny guy. He likes football and shit. He watches the fights too, So
yeah, we'll have a good time.
Yeah, I wanna talk to him, man. I told him already. But anyways, I mean, like, it was good, man. And then my first job, I saw a guy I was working with recently too. He was on there, so it was pretty wild, man. I had these little reunions with everybody and my man Omar. So it's good, man. It really is. I mean, like I said, it's just like any other day,
Yeah.
That's why I was just like,
that's good, bro.
I was glad I got that one knocked out because I was a little worried how the week would go.
The schedule and shit.
Yeah, so
yeah, for sure, man. But we got more things coming up, and we're already talking about our 100th. when we hit our 100th episode, we're gonna blow it out. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully, we'll go live and we'll share with everybody what's going on or whatever. But we're gonna start planning here pretty soon, and we're gonna fucking have a bash, and we're gonna do it it right.
And we plan on doing maybe some lives too, just regular time
with some fans that we'll invite and stuff like that. People that are really active with us and stuff like that. Everybody that's out there is a fan for sure. But every podcast or every show or anything has these super fans that comment all the time and give us little tidbits here and there, and we talk to, and so hopefully we can put some of those people out in the forefront. You guys can meet and hear some of the people that we talk about, right?
And I guess you could say listeners, right? I kind of feel weird saying fans. Do you I'm like, I don't know. It's like, but they are like, I guess they are like, they're just supportive as fuck too.
Yeah, man. It's like me being a fan of the Joe Rogan Experience.
That's true too. I mean, I guess you got to think of it that way, man. I mean, it's just, I guess because we're just so humble. It's like kind of like, you know what I mean?
It's I don't know what else to call it, and so that people understand what I'm saying. But followers, listeners, fans, whatever the fuck you want to call it, friends, to be honest, because a lot of the people that are with us, they're some of our good friends, and we want to put them at the forefront, and hopefully for our 100th we're going to be able to put something together, something fun, and that's what we're looking forward to. 100 already. Ooh. And it's just the fucking beginning. We're going to be rolling.
Coming quick, bro.
So I didn't want to start it off. Hey everybody, Patch Boys here. We want to do this quick short so we can provide some information about our new sponsors, Underdog Wireline. You can see I'm wearing their merch here. So I just want to tell you a few things that they provide. Of course, they're in Wireline. In Wireline, they provide pump down, logging, pipe recovery services, and as well production work. And some of the other stuff that they provide, they have emergency shower trailers and cool down trailers for rent. At the end of this, we're going to put their contact information. They believe in us, we believe in them, and I think we're a match made in heaven. We appreciate all the support, and we hope that you support Underdog Wireline as well. Thank you guys. Hey, what's up everybody? Patch Boys here with some more exciting news. So we got a little partnership going with Colin McClellan, also known as Frack Slap. You guys know him from the podcast. And, of course, the people from the industry know him as the Roughneck from West Texas, doing big things, right? So he's got a new app coming out. It's called the Collide app. It's a community-based app for oil and gas industry. It's a public forum, basically, where you can go join in conversations with other people that are like-minded or have like jobs in the oil business or different jobs, right? It also has a YouTube like platform where you can search videos and learn about anything in the oil field. It features AI. You can also ask direct questions to and get a direct answer really quick. Man, and if you're looking for a job, Collide Jobs is there to help, man. This is an all-inclusive app, fantastic for the oil and gas industry. I hope you guys can join the Patch Boys there. Thank you. But, we... Yeah, at the beginning of every episode for the last couple episodes, me and Ricky have been doing it just us. I've been obviously giving you guys political updates because it's we're getting near. And one thing that's really grinding my fucking gears right now is that this assassination attempt is not being talked about nearly enough.
Not at all, man.
It is insane. Mm-hmm. So for the people who some of you guys might get some of this info from us. There was another assassination attempt on Donald Trump on his golf course in Florida. It was from outside the walls of the golf course, but and they apprehended who the shooter was. But the only reason they knew is because they heard the gunshot go off.
Yeah.
And then they started investigating, which again, a fucking terrible indictment of the Secret Service and how shitty they fucking performed with Donald Trump's, security. It's fucking crazy that nobody's fucking talking about it, and it's really showing the American people where media is in all this. What's funny is that it's only mainstream media, y'all. No. It's only mainstream media because all the little guys like us, we're telling these stories to everyone that's listening to us.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's important for us to talk about it on here, simply because mainstream media is not doing their job. I don't know, I don't watch the news around here.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I would have seen it because I follow News West 9 and all this shit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would have seen more than a few things had it been an assassination attempt on Kamala Harris.
Oh fuck! You know what?
It would have been drowning my fucking feed.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't even see one post on my fucking feed on Facebook. Now I may be wrong. No, I'm sure they covered it really quick.
I'm gonna say it straight up right now. Fuck News West 9 because they didn't put it out for like 2 or 3 days, bro. And I don't even think they still put it out. To be honest,
it's fucking
I kept
terrible.
looking on there trying to see what was going on, and nothing was up. You know, for sure. Look, all the other companies, mainstream, they ain't gonna do it. Yeah. They're all trying to hide it, and what's weird is that they hide it, and then I was looking. Well, maybe CBS 7. I didn't check CBS 7, so I can't vouch for that.
I can't.
But News West 9 I always thought was a piece of shit, and I was like, I'm gonna check to see what they put out, and no, they didn't, not at all. And that should have been the first fucking thing out.
At least CBS.
Yeah,
I can say this.
Yeah.
I can speak on this for CBS 7. At least CBS in the middle of the game when it first happened.
Yeah,
they ran the ribbon at the bottom of the fucking screen, saying there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, and what had happened at his Florida golf course, whatever, and that's it. And then continue to the game.
Yeah.
Had it been Kamala Harris, though, I truly believe they would have stopped the fucking games. Mm-hmm. They would have switched over to a news anchor, and they would have reported this shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I believe. I'm not saying that I'm fucking right. I'm not saying nothing, but you guys judge for yourself. The only thing is I'm giving the information, right? Yeah. Because if you don't watch news, even if you do watch mainstream news, you're going to see it very, very little.
Yeah.
You have to catch it at the right time.
You should be mad because at the end of the day, they're not giving you information that you want. What they're doing is just trying to lie to you, manipulate you, and give you what the corporate media or what the mainstream wants to have. You know what I'm saying?
It's so sad. Now, one good thing that's coming out of all this bullshit is that people are seeing the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like big time now. People are seeing such shit. So for the people that don't know, there is a union called the Teamsters Union, right? Teamsters has almost always, I don't know the exact history, but I'm going to say always endorsed a Democrat, right? They've been on the Democratic Party. They've endorsed them publicly and everything, right? I did see an interview with an actual union member, Teamsters Union member, saying that they had a vote and Trump won the vote.
Yeah, they had that and a phone vote.
And they asked them, they told them that whoever won that vote, they would endorse publicly. Trump won, and they have now said they're not endorsing anyone.
No shit, I thought they did endorse Trump.
I did not see that they endorsed him. Did they endorse him? Check it right now. Let's fact check ourselves.
I'm pretty sure they did, bro. But we'll find out. Let's find out real quick. Yeah, let's find out. Because I want to know. But you're right about the Teamsters. Yeah. I read all about that, and I was like, man, I wonder. You know, that is pretty wild how they've always done that, and then this one they didn't. You know. But let's see. Let's find out right now. Trump.
I thought they withheld their endorsement. Is what I had saw. I know maybe I'm wrong.
I know they did. You're right. Won't endorse in presidential race after releasing internal polling.
I'm telling you.
And the Trump was like 60 something, and Harris was like 30, right? Yeah. So it was like around there. But I mean, shit, that's got to be a hard pill to swallow for them sons of bitches.
No, from what I saw on that guy, actually, it was one of the first things that I saw that actual member of the Teamsters Union. He said he was speaking for the people that voted for Trump. Many people that voted for Trump on his side. Obviously, he knows them. Many members. And he said that there was going to be consequences for the Teamsters Union from the union members if they didn't endorse Trump like they promised they would.
Yeah, they're declining to endorse both of them.
Either. Exactly.
Yeah, damn,
exactly.
That's true.
Yeah. And I mean, that's going to be a very, very detrimental to the Teamsters Union. Like,
yeah, fuck yeah.
It's an institution that's been around forever. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like unions, fucking period. But
yeah, but the thing is,
that's their thing.
That's 100% their thing. If they believe they needed a union to get fair working rights, then that's on them, right? But you should be listening. As a union, you're supposed to be there for the people.
Yeah.
How are you going to not listen to what your members, the people, the blue collar workers that you represent are saying to you?
Well, it kind of reminds me of like the lifelong politicians we got in the fucking White House right now. You know what I'm saying? Like those same people are the ones that are not listening to us too. It's just people on power who are just trying to, and they probably get money for their vote. You know what I mean? They're trying to see who gives a big, you know, it's just all kinds of, you never know. There's always like games behind it. You know what's even weird about the shooter, right? Did you hear about like how he was on a commercial?
Oh yeah.
That he's fucking pro Ukraine.
And nobody knows what he's living off of.
And also the other shooter. He was on a fucking BlackRock commercial.
Yeah, the BlackRock commercial.
So you fucking tell me these two guys that are shooters both are on fucking left idea commercials.
And
crazy,
they
bro.
They donated. I forgot what they donated to, but they both donated to the Democratic Party in some way or fashion. I don't know the exact stuff, right? Because
Biden or Harris, one of them.
I don't know what to believe.
But also, I mean, like they will say this, and this is one thing that's not a lie, that the first shooter did vote in the Republican primary, but it was for fucking Nikki Haley. So you know what I'm saying? Like that was just all one of those Trump derangement syndromes. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't want to fucking, they're just going for trying to get her in, right?
Yes.
Which I'm glad she wasn't. But at the end of the day, it's like you know, it's crazy that this wasn't news, and it was very real like slow and nothing going on. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
It was very short. It's crazy. And what's the speaker's name? Gene.
You talking about the House Speaker? Or
yeah, not the House Speaker. The press. God, what's her name?
Oh, it's a lady?
No, that lady, the black lady. What's her name?
Oh, fuck. I don't know her name, but I know she lies through her teeth every fucking day.
Yeah, I forgot what her name was.
Like Pute or like LaPierre or whatever the fuck her name is.
Look at her.
It's a fucking weird name. She's
anyway. She's essentially she's the one who deals with the press.
Yeah.
Right? And it was funny because that happened and there was zero mention. Mm-hmm. Nobody.
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Exactly.
I don't even know if I'm saying that shit right, but whatever. But yeah,
that lady, bro,
that lady is the worst.
You saw that. You saw that. She fucked up on one of the. I saw it on Joe Rogan. That she fucked up on one of the tweets.
Oh yeah, years ago.
And she ended up. Her stupid ass used her own fucking account. I had just seen that. I hadn't seen it before. On JRE, but I had just seen that she fucking accidentally wrote speaking as the president on her own platform. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
You know, I saw one too where the Harris, it was during her tweet, and then somebody wrote, "Aren't you like debating right now? How the fuck are you tweeting right now?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was, but you know, everybody knows these people. You have people that do it for them, but it's
everybody does.
Funny, yeah.
And that's not crazy. It's just funny that these politicians are saying like acting as if they're speaking this way, but there's not. It's some fucking intern or something.
Yeah,
and that's cool as fuck. Like
honestly,
if you're rich and it's cool as fuck for you, right?
Yeah,
you can pay somebody to do that. But if you're a politician, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? It's kind of
and you know they can't even block like their actual company, like the rep not company, like the rep, whatever the fuck, the Congress rep account. They can't block a fucking like citizens. Like they cannot block you. Like, that's a real thing. Like if it's their personal account, they can block you.
Yeah.
But like the one that says representative, whoever.
United States Congress or whatever.
They cannot block.
Really?
You. So they'll fucking shit on them all day, and like it's crazy, bro. I love Biden. You know, you think about it. As much as they love censorship, that side they would have fucking blocked everybody. But if you ever go through Biden's tweets, dude, it's just
at this point, like leave Biden alone. He's that guy. He's fucking he's senile,
bro.
He's just, you know, he reminds me of like he's like my grandpa or somebody like my grandparents. My grandfathers died when I was very young, and when they were kind of young, right? So I don't know, but I would imagine, you know what I'm saying. Seeing I have my grandmother's really old, like it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. You tell them something at one point and they don't understand or they don't process it or they don't whatever. He's doing the exact same thing. The whole shit with the Trump hat, like, oh my god, bro, they need to just. Look, man, I don't know how at this point they don't just say, hey, at this point, this is who's running the free world. Yeah. It's not Biden, because I would feel better to know that it's somebody who can fucking process a question or, you know, a situation.
But who the fuck is? I mean, Harris is gone. She's like she's out here fucking campaigning and
I don't know.
Right?
That's a little bit scary.
Behind the scenes, bro.
You know what I mean? The Obamas, you know what I mean? Whatever.
For sure. I think 100% them. But, you know, you know, with that scene you're talking about where he puts a hat on, did you see that video where they walk in? You saw the difference?
Yeah, of course.
That was fucking crazy because one president, one VP walk in and nobody says a word. Nothing. People look at him like, what the fuck are you even doing here, dude?
Yeah.
Trump comes in and it's a fucking party.
Let me tell you this. Nobody is going to try to fucking talk back or talk to Donald Trump the way they were talking to Joe Biden.
Oh, hell
I don't even agree with it, right?
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. Like, no matter what,
like,
just have respect for the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no problem. Respect. Every man should be respected. Yeah, and
but it takes respect to get respect. Right?
100%. But the thing is, I didn't see him disrespecting anybody.
Yeah, well, you're right. But he probably heard him through his fucking wallet, through his values, through his country. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like, but you're right though. At the end of the day, you shouldn't. Yeah, it's not right. You know,
people
right.
get emotional. I get it. Yeah. I get it, and I understand you 100%. Yeah. We get upset. We get a little bit hot or whatever. Yeah. But show the man some respect. There shouldn't. If he goes up to you and he's like laughing in your face or, you know, fuck you or whatever the fuck that you whatever. You might not agree in views, but not because I don't agree with somebody's views, I'm gonna shit on them, right? Yeah. That's why we can't fucking agree with each other, is because we're so hell bent on disrespecting each other's views and disrespecting each other's opinions that we can't even get in a room and shake hands respectfully anymore. Yeah, that's a fucking problem.
Oh, you're right.
So anybody who's on whatever, the Republican side, the Democratic side, whatever, no problem. I don't give a fuck who you vote for or nothing. I'm gonna respect you, but you're right. I'm gonna respect you as much as you respect me. Yeah. And if you disrespect me, it's up to me to check your ass on it. Same to those people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm not gonna just out of nowhere be yelling in your face because you love God. Yeah. Or yelling in your face because you're an atheist. That's your views. You go do what you do. Yeah. My views, I go do what I do, and that's what it is. Yeah. But we shouldn't disrespect each other. There's way too much disrespect going on in the world today. And if there's something that the South and Texas can teach people, is that we have morals and values and we respect people. Yeah. And we can only do that here. We can only do that by showing it. So that's where I stand on that shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying, man. I mean, and you're right, though. I mean, at the end of the day, you want this country to be good. You want it to be strong, you know what I'm saying? And you see shit like that, you're like... But I mean, whatever, man. It's
divided we fall, brother.
Did you ever see, though, that the argument Biden got with that steelworker dude over AR-15s?
Back in the
I didn't see it. It's back in
I'm sorry, his when he first got in the presidency.
It's like when he was like it was running for president, and he gets in an argument with some guy at work about AR-15s, and I mean it's pretty wild that it's back when he had a brain, he could talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? And but it's pretty. You see this guy talking, and you're like, dude, I fucking love the way that guy spoke to him. And I'm gonna play it right here for you so you can see.
Let me see.
See. See what? See how he's telling him. See, he's trying to tell me all these fucking guns. But this guy's gonna reply, and he's gonna tell him really good. See that? I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking telling you, bro. No,
It's
you don't fuck with these guys with that shit, dude. See, that's what pisses me off. Politician telling you what you fucking need.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
You see that?
we want more freedom.
Yeah.
That's for sure. We want to get back to where that is, and everybody's gonna have. Trust me, because everybody has their opinion.
Yeah.
On guns, right?
Yeah.
I could tell you, in my household, we have two different opinions.
Yeah.
Right? My wife does not like guns whatsoever.
Yeah.
But she also understands why I have guns and why I want guns.
Yeah.
Right? So that's it. If you don't like guns, you don't have to like them. Just respect the person next to you's views on why they want guns. It's okay.
Yeah.
Some people for hunting, some people for protection, some people
sport.
And yes, there is some people for bad fucking reasons. But not because of it's with anything, because of a few bad apples, everyone else, you want to take everyone else's, right. Yeah. Nah, man, that's we have to look at everything.
My way, you can't make laws around criminals that are gonna affect law-abiding citizens, because all you're doing is punishing law-abiding citizens for criminals' actions, which they're not gonna follow the rules either. That's how I look at it, right? Yeah. He's like, but like, you see that, and you see this man, and he's telling, and that's when Joe Biden had a fucking brain. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
he was arguing.
That's a whole different man right there. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, that's somebody. I mean, whatever. Even though I think he's a piece of shit, but I mean, I'd rather him be like that in the office now than
for 100%.
Because right now, and he hasn't been that since he got elected. So yeah. But like you see him talking, and this guy's like battling with him, and he's like, "Don't put your fucking hand on my face." You know what I mean? Like, I love that, because it's like, dude, this guy is a actual guy who's living day to day, working, and he ain't got it. And you got these guns surrounding you, and you want to tell me what's fucking best for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was awesome, man. But that's a great scene. I didn't know if you hadn't seen that. So But it's pretty wild, man.
That's crazy, man. But there should be conversations. Yeah, I know. I think there's just everyone is just trying to be so black and white. It doesn't have to be so black and white. You know, we can have conversations, and there could be middle ground, and there could be stuff like that. It's just so difficult right now. There's no conversations being had. There's no middle ground, and I hope one day we can get to that point.
And if there is, it's always pretty much the right coming to a whole. I don't know if you watch Jubilee on YouTube. You ever seen them? Mm-hmm. They get like they have like pretty cool like little videos where they'll have like two different groups. Like let's just say atheists and Christians. Absolutely. Okay, well they did a special with Charlie Kirk, and it's just him versus woke college students. So I saw that. He's sitting in the middle. I watched the whole thing, bro. It was good.
Yeah, but bro, fuck, and they always go to he doesn't have a college degree. Yeah, they're like, he doesn't have a college degree. You guys should be able to, But that's what the guy does, bro.
Bro, he's a fucking pro.
Debate master, bro. Yeah. Like,
and
that's what he does.
He knows his shit.
Yeah, he's studied up and everything. So most of the time, these kids just walk into a fucking brick wall,
and they knew what they're getting themselves into. So this, you know what I mean?
For sure, it's not like he's a secret. You know what I mean?
There was one kid that got in there, and they let's try to make him some kind of badass debater, but honestly, all the guy really did was try to you go run around questions, and he tried to put him down for his faith, just all the time. Like, what do you think? So, what do you think about Jesus? You talking about Jesus? He'd always refer back to the Bible, just trying to question him on that. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
But that's a debate point. Like, people, unfortunately, nowadays, people feel the right to have an opinion on others' religious beliefs. Which is
for sure, but it was weird. It was like, dude, you're trying to get him off his everything. It wasn't even nothing about it. Maybe the abortion can go that way, but it was something else. And I was just like, he kept going back to it, and he was talking really fast.
But the fact of the matter is that most of us, with Christian beliefs, most of us do base our decision making stuff on our faith, for sure. Yeah. So I don't blame the kid if he's going to debate to try to hit at the center of Charlie's,
that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to throw him off, get him mad. You know what I'm saying? But he wouldn't fall for it, bro. He was real professional about it. I mean, the guy fucking stood there and went after. I don't think I couldn't do that. Like, there's some people that are going to be good at it. Some people can catch you, but there's people that are really good at it, like him, or these people that can just come up with shit. You're like, damn, dude, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's people that have a mouthpiece, bro, and they can speak very well. Like, and Charlie's one of them.
Let's say, like, for you, when it comes to shit talking, you're the best at it. Like, I don't even fucking try to fucking fight with you like that, because I know I'm gonna get my ass handed to me sooner or later.
If you enjoy it, it's you're just good at it, man. You just enjoy it, you know.
To be honest, you are good at it, because like whenever I was telling you about like those comments we had, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking shit on them. Yeah, and it wasn't nothing about us. It was about somebody.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd love to get, I love to fucking get in the comments and go back and forth with people. I have time.
Yeah.
People think they don't have time. I have time, when I'm taking a shit, or when, I'm taking my lunch break at work or whatever. I have time to write you back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not too petty for me. It's fun. It's fun. But
you are good at it, because there's been plenty of times for me and Asus, like, where we'll be shit talking, and then you fucking, before I'd get mad, like, this motherfucker really got me, dude. And then, but now it's like, you get me so good now, I just laugh like, damn. Hey, I can't even come back to you.
You know what's funny, man? I'll be reading some of Frack Slap's tweets, dude. He's so good, bro.
Oh yeah.
Man, Frack Slap's a fucking G on the internet. Don't fuck with that guy, man. Like, y'all out there trying to fucking be smart or something, talk shit to Colin. Dude, don't do it, bro. No. He's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And he's going to find a way to shit on you so much that you're going to want to delete all your shit. Like, it's fucking hilarious, man. Some of the shit that he does is hilarious. You just can't be petty enough.
No.
And like, and Colin, you're gonna fuck with Colin. You better be ready,
dude. He comes ready, and that's just not him. That's Andy too. Now we bring up Andy a lot too, but man, them guys are fucking good at it, dude.
Yeah,
I'll watch them, and when I see them getting arguments, I'm like, I feel sorry for that fucking guy. And that's one thing I'm like, I would never get no battle with these guys online,
the bear, bro. Don't poke the bear at those guys.
It's the memes, it's the short phrases, it's the get you moments, like, and then they fucking, I don't know. It's like I feel, and I know what that feeling is like when you're going against somebody that's like really good at what they do like that.
Yeah.
Because you like, I got this son of a bitch,
Yeah.
And then he comes back with something and you're like, fuck, and then it's like, I'm not even gonna reply to that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna take it higher and higher, man.
Good, dude.
But they're hilarious, man, and it's funny, man. The internet and all this shit should be fun.
Yeah.
And it should be, it should be a place to fucking, come together and just debate and have fun and talk shit and all that stuff. And I think people take themselves too seriously on this stuff.
No.
When it's a serious thing, don't touch it. But when it's all, Colin opens himself up for this shit.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff, like, he's being serious, when he's being serious and somebody else comes in to shit on his view or on something he did or whatever, 100, he has the right to shit on you. Yeah. And you should take it like a man or a woman or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But take it. Take it like it is, right? If he gives it to you, it's because you fucking started it. I've seen Colin poke, but I haven't really seen him really go after somebody until they mention him.
Yeah.
They mention him and then it's fucking over. You know what I'm saying?
Good at it, dude. And then speaking of that, my buddy, the one I was talking about, one of my friends, I'm sorry, he called me. He was like, "Hey, dude, I put a resume in on that app, the Collide app."
Oh yeah,
so
sweet.
He was like asking me how, where to go, and I said, "Look, bro, it's on the commercials, bro. Collide.io, baby." You know what I mean? But like, he went on there. He's like, he put it on there, so he's using it, bro. I've had a few people come up and they're liking it, and remember, guys, use Collide.io, try it out, man. It's fun. I go on there just to look at videos, just to have a better view. Like, and this could go for anybody. Like, if you're on a job, you're on a rig, you're running tools that you sometimes may not really know what the hell you're running. Look it up, bro. Find out what it is, what exactly it's there for. So when a company man comes to you, you're not giving that guy a call, your boss or somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you got it in your head, you got a visual, because if you have a visual, you have a visual of what you're doing, and you know exactly, it's really good, man. Because I don't know how many times I've done a job before, right, where this guy asked me a question. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go make, and then I jump out the truck and act like I know what I'm talking about. But I just made a phone call, but I really don't understand what the fuck I'm saying,
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to just really kind of, it's a good way to learn shit, bro. So, check it out, guys, at Collide.io. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man. It's badass. It's like having your buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always say that because, like, I know I always have a buddy. Hey, I might not know, but I got a buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I call that buddy. Well, this is taking buddy's job right here, brother.
Hell yeah.
And but it's very cool, and it's the future, man. It's everything's gonna be readily available for us with internet access. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
hell yeah.
but it's badass, man. I know, and I know we had our little political moment. But I want everybody to know that the reason why is because we're getting into the day, man. We're getting into it, man. November comes around. I want everybody to know what's going on. And if you want to say we're biased, I'm sorry, but yeah, we're biased because the fucking rest of the fucking media is biased towards the left. So we are going to
towards the right,
even the scales a little bit.
Biased towards the right.
No. They're biased towards the left. The national media.
You mean like they favor the left? My bad.
Course.
You're right.
They're biased.
Yeah.
We're the reason why we seem biased towards the right is because number one, we're fucking right wingers currently.
Yeah.
I'll say currently for myself. Rick maybe more than me, but the national media, like we said, the national media we're just trying to even the scales, man. The little guys, we're trying to even the scales a little bit because they're fucking dominating media. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So we're trying to even the scales a little bit now. Now that we're done with that little tidbit, there's something for sure we got to get into.
What's that?
Because it was huge fucking news, and that's P. Diddler.
Oh, P. Diddy, baby.
P. Diddler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
I want people to understand the magnitude of this shit, right?
Yeah.
1,000 baby oil bottles. 1,000.
Yeah.
Right? To oil enough to oil 1 million babies. 1,000 baby oil bottles. Jesus. And on top of that, it was over 600 dildos.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if that was real, but you're right.
What I want to know, in my mind, I can't picture what room or how you set up 600 plus dildos.
Yeah.
I like in my mind, do they just have them stuck on fucking, most of them have suction cups. You got them suction cupped on a fucking huge mirror wall or something. Like, I don't, in my mind, it doesn't fit. It doesn't go.
Yeah.
Now, I want people to keep in mind that he hadn't been charged with, he got charged with racketeering.
Yeah.
And sex trafficking. Now, the sex trafficking part is a weird one, right? Because he's not trafficking.
Yeah.
It's transporting. So people understand they're hitting him with God knows how many counts of sexual transporting across state lines.
Crazy.
So essentially, he is hiring prostitutes from all over the world, I think, flying them into him and having these fucking huge sex parties, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Epstein style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in a way.
It's very weird. But I do want to say, to this point, there hasn't been anything with pedophilia, even though...
Guys, just wanted to come out here and say, make sure you hit up Underdog Wireline, man. These guys really know what they're doing. They got it going. I've worked with them personally on the field. I know you've heard me say it 100 times, but it's the truth. So, look, they offer emergency shower trailers. They offer lay-down machines. They offer cool-down trailers. They even offer a wireline, slick line, braided line, whatever you need. They probably got whatever line that you want, bro. So hit these guys up. Give them a call at this number, and support them like they support us.
This episode is sponsored by Collide. Now, you might remember Fraxat from our previous episode. The man's from Midland, he's a roughneck, and he built a really cool app called Collide. Now, this app is a community app for the oil and gas industry, where you can join forums to ask questions and to share information. Let's say you're looking for a job, you want more money, you want to move up in the industry, look at Collide Jobs. This app features impressive AI tools. It has a very advanced YouTube-like platform, and you can search any topic in energy videos. Look, this app even has an AI bot where you can ask questions and it will answer them instantly. So look, it's free. Sign up now at collide.io.
¿Qué onda, mi raza? Aquí están los Patch Boys. Queremos hablarles de unos patrocinadores de nosotros que son Best, que es Belloc Energy Service and Transport. Estos chavos son camaradas de nosotros de por vida y inmediatamente ellos fueron los primeros patrocinadores que tuvimos nosotros, o queremos que ustedes les den el apoyo que nos dan a nosotros. Best tiene sandblasting, coating, rustabout, welding. A estos chavos se avientan de todo. Aquí vamos a dejar la información y por favor denle la mano como la dan a nosotros. Gracias.